Big things are around the corner for Hunt Showdown in terms of gameplay mechanics, game modes, and lore. So let's get into that with update 1.13 and the summer update. Good evening, or good day, it all depends, and welcome back to the Impossible Iron Man channel. One thing I want to clarify real quick is that update 1.13 and the summer update, which contains Rotjaw and the Downpour, are separate things, and I've seen a little bit of confusion in the community as far as that is concerned. But we have a lot to talk about, and it's mostly positive for once, so kudos to Crytek. Before that, though, we have the trailer for Rotjaw, so let's look at that.
With the bayou's blessing, I can hunt the Misc creation known as Rotjaw. How has this Rotjaw come here? There is a man who has traveled to another place, the land of the dead. He brought something back and used this monster to do it. I know now what has fouled this rain. I'm standing before her open mouth and I bow.
A storm is coming, and it is truly something to behold. With it, we get visibility somewhere in between that of a dusk map and a fog map. Water seems to have the ability to flow over overhangs and most likely windows. And with the sound of the rain, it's most likely going to mask things like crouch walking, even though we'll probably still get the wet footstep sound effect. Rotjaw brings some deep things to Hunt Showdown's lore. If you listen to this new legendary hunter carefully, she states that a man uses Rotjaw to bring something back from the land of the dead, essentially making Rotjaw an analogy for the ferryman of the river Styx, just for the bayou. Now, we don't know who this man is or what he brought back, but one of the things I notice is that Crytek went out of their way to specify that Rotjaw was a she, making me wonder if whatever Rotjaw brings back from the dead essentially is rebirthed into the bayou. This also brings the interesting implication that travel to other planes of existence is possible, such as whatever the afterlife is here or perhaps hell. This ties us into Vengeance of the Skinned, where initially I thought that just having something new to hunt was kind of a weak reason to set family vengeance aside. However, discovering something that can bring back things from the dead is a whole nother matter entirely. Give that some thought. Also, for those of you that may have missed it in Rotjaw's trailer thumbnail, what is this thing? New melee weapon? ? I'll go over some other interesting things that were subtly revealed for the summer update near the end of the video, but let's discuss what's just around the corner in update 1.13. We have a new game mode in the form of the shooting range, which not only offers target practice but private PvP between you and two friends, which, depending on your skill levels, may still constitute as target practice. There are a bunch of mannequins to shoot at, which respawn in 3 seconds and are set up across varying distances. Damage indicators are also provided when attacking these, which will be a useful tool to gauge limb damage reduction, as well as potential combo efficiency. For example, seeing how far away you can meme on a hunter by tagging them with the sparks before damage drop-off and still be able to kill them with a choke bolt follow-up. While there are no moving mannequins, Crytek encourages us to load in with friends and just shoot each other. Since there are 2 different revive options, both of which revive at full health, this can be a great way to practice how much you need to lead targets with your favorite weapons. This will be a fantastic tool for Hunt Showdown content creators, and I can't wait to see what information comes to light from experimentation. Also, settling once and for all who would win in a 1v1 between some of our favorite creators in the community. I will be watching my YouTube feed closely. Speaking of the YouTube feed, for more update analysis, lore, guides, and more, I'd appreciate it if you subscribed while you were here. Back to the video. Consider making adjustments to your favorite loadouts, as some powerful changes will make it to where you only receive a flat amount of bullets per ammo type instead of the original percentage-based system. Meaning, even if your primary and secondary share a type, you will not obtain additional ammo from resupplying. Dualies will also no longer ammo stack, only allowing you to hold the ammo you would have as if you were only holding a single pistol. This not only reduces their spammability, but serves as an indirect nerf to the Avdomat since you can't use dual Sparks pistols as ammo boxes anymore. Speaking of the Avdo, it received a direct nerf via a recoil increase. We've all been waiting for this one, that's for sure. Incendiary ammo will now set you on fire after only one bullet, only before damage drop-off begins, however. Of note, no, the Sparks will not one-tap because of this change. Definitely not meta-altering, but on PC this will make some memes even more fun than before. For console, however, this actually provides some strong counterplay against aggressive teams, which is a big help if you accidentally end up against a team of shotguns in close proximity. This used to be virtually useless on long ammo, but you may want to try it out after the update to keep aggro players at bay. You may want to have your first health chunk be a 25 bar, as Resilience will now restore you to full health. That extra 25 will go a long way towards whether or not you get down the second time. Throwing knives will one-shot horses now, which was honestly one of the deciding factors that made taking the axes strictly better before. Now, this choice is mostly preference-based. But wait, there's more. Some long-awaited economy changes are happening in the form of finally having trait removal not cost blood bonds. Should you remove a trait, you will be refunded the original cost of the trait minus 1 point instead. Health chunks can now also be respecced strictly with trait points instead of blood bonds, which will make adjusting to the resilience change much easier. Recruitment reshuffle will now cost hunt dollars instead of BBs, going up by 100 each time after the usual free reshuffle. You can actually feel like you're accomplishing something now when you max out a hunter, as doing so will earn you 500 hunt dollars. Closing all rifts in Soul Survivor, which is the new name for Quick Play by the way, will now also net you 75 hunt dollars instead of the original 25. Sadly, blood bonds will no longer be earned post-match, and the 5-time extraction bonus is being removed as well. While weekly challenge BBs are being increased to 50, in my opinion this was the one negative change amongst all the good news. We were given a sneak preview of the summer event, Tide of Shadows, during the economy video. What you may have missed in this image, aside from the knife and the new legendary hunter, which is the one speaking in the Rotjaw trailer by the way, is a few new items on the Battle Pass progression. We see a picture of a toolbox, which means if it is something you can unlock now, perhaps you can bring one as a consumable, similar to an ammo box. Directly after looks like some kind of fire-based bolt for the hand crossbow, which sounds really fun, which is followed by what looks like a new ammo box skin and weapon charm. Lastly is what seems to be some sort of bomb lance ammo. As for what this variant does though is unclear based purely on the image. This makes sense though considering the bomb lance dual ammo change. Have questions? Stop by my Twitch channel where I'm live Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday at 8 p.m. MST and I'd be happy to answer any you may have. Until next time though, good hunting in the bayou everyone, and I'll see you all on the next one.
Of course.